Dear Captain Konuksever, how do you define your occupation and which are your main activities?
I'm the head of the Turkish Seafarer Examination Center and auditing all seafarers examinations throughout Turkey. My main activities are planning the examinations, controlling and operating the operation of the examinations, coordinating examination center activities, defining the problem areas and finding solutions for them, updating questionnaire bank as required, assessing the facts, navigate impacts on studies and on corrective activities, following the improvements of STCW and advising maritime administrations on seafarer examinations, handling quality control assurance system, making the details plan on test acceptance if new project has been proposed.
Okay, how did you find out about this position?
In fact, I'm originally ex-ocean-going master. I worked as an also auditor for the Turkish Shipbuilders Association, and I was nominated by the Ship Owners Association as a member of the General Board of the Examination Center. And the board members elected as the chairman or the auditor, the head of the organization, 6 years ago. I'm still keeping my position.
Okay, can you summarize how your career has evolved so far?
My career, you have to be at least ocean-going master to keep this position. And you have to be very practical. You have to be very careful about the system, because you are serving throughout the Turkey all the seafarers, which are very sensitive issue to be justice and straight as the main issues on this post.
What relevant experience qualifications did you have before applying for this job?
Well, in fact, I didn't apply for this job. I was elected as the head of this system, and I was, as I mentioned, I was nominated by the Ship Owners Association as a master on board. And I was the Secretary General of the Shipbuilders Association. I was instructor on TÜDEV. These backgrounds, and I'm also very much interested in electronic systems and simulations, which are as you ask me, if I would say these are the relevant issues for my career for this post.
Okay, sir. What skills are you required for this job?
What skills? This job requires the skills of being practical, having knowledge, and being a very good coordinator.
Okay. And which personal characteristic do you consider valuable for this job, for auditor?
You have to think that you are serving not only nationwide but also the international maritime world. So you have to consider all the facts that must be applied in time, in due time. In this job, you have to be very active and looking outside for what's going on in the maritime world.
Okay, what training have you received during your employment?
During
your employment.
During this employment, what kind of... well, I got auditing training, and also I got question preparing orientation course, and also a managing skills training, and also probably you may see in this quality assurance issue, our system has been quality granted. The quality assurance is the most important, one of the most important issues.
Can you describe what an average day is like?
Well, imagine that daily number of the seafarers taking these examinations ranging between 200s and 300s. There are some of them are passing the examinations and objecting the results. Some of them not passing, they're objecting the results. Some passing, and you have to prepare their documents to get their promotions or the new ranks, and it keeps it very busy. And imagine not only the promotional examinations, but also there are general examination on language skills, master pilot examinations, ratings examinations, GMDSS examinations. Keeps this office very busy.
Okay. What are the main aspects you enjoy about your work?
Enjoy wholly. This job satisfies for yourself fully, because you know you are you're controlling the whole system. It's not a small job. You're serving the maritime world in Turkey.
Okay. Are there any major drawbacks related to your work?
Well, yes, there are some. Because it's a typical human being reactions. If they don't like your position or your acts, many people, especially personally, when they approach the situation personally, they may create problems. This is the most bothering issue in my post, because everyone tries to get some kind of influence on my duties to affect my decisions adversely, but hope I'm not.
Okay. And how do you see your career evolving in the next few years?
Well, at my age, the only thing I may think that when the time comes, I like to hand over this post to one of the qualified successor, and I'll happily seeing the system which I created, which I organized, is running smoothly. In the future, as long as my health gives me permission, and as long as my board members still keeps my trust in me as the head of this auditor of this organization.
What advice would you give to someone interested in following the same occupation?
Be truth, be straight. Try not to get influence, political or personal influence or pressures from outside.
Okay. What advice would you give to someone who does not know yet if she wants to follow this occupation?
Well, this is very prestigious job. I like to give someone an advice that better work hard to get this job and nominate yourself as the part of this system, and then get the top.
Thank you, Captain Konuksever. Thank you for your cooperation.
I thank you very much, Captain Demirel.